Olivia, thank you. Now, within a period of 33 days this spring, Micah Holsenbeek went missing, James Kolstad was shot to death, and Bailey Despot was reportedly last seen by her boyfriend. In the months following, they became known as the Bakersfield Three, as Olivia mentioned. Their cases remain unsolved. For the last 9 months, we've been out in the community talking to people who knew the Bakersfield Three. So many people seem to know some version of what happened, but they're afraid to come forward. And with only part of the story, the mothers of the Bakersfield Three are wondering if the truth will ever come out. 17's Kristen Price joins us now with their stories.
Michael Holsenbeek's life was chaotic in the days leading up to his disappearance.
He talked a lot about being concerned that people were going to hurt him. He was afraid, felt like he needed to defend himself.
Michael Holsenbeek was last seen March 23rd by an extended family member. He was crossing the intersection at Mount Vernon Avenue and Flower Street near Kern Medical. His mother didn't have a reason to be concerned for more than a week.
And I hadn't heard from him for about a week and a half, which was very unusual. 2 different individuals called us and said, "Is Micah staying with you?" And we said, "No, he's not with us." And they said, "Well, we can't find him anywhere." And that was when we got very, very concerned.
Since then, there have been stories of sightings all over the county and even outside of the state.
We have heard so many stories, probably at least 50 different scenarios, maybe. There have been some reoccurring stories that that we believe are closer to the truth about what happened.
16 days after his family last saw Holsenbeek, 38-year-old James Kolstad was shot and killed, leaving a small party at a chiropractor's house in southwest Bakersfield.
Of course, anyone would want to know why. You know, why James? Why kill him?
The chiropractor, Dr. Sukhjit Bajwa, has since agreed to surrender his chiropractic license because of drug and gun convictions. Bajwa's attorney said she advised him not to comment on the case.
A lot of the people that were hanging out with him were doing drugs,
including Micah Holsenbeek.
I knew that my son had been with Micah 2 weeks prior to James's death, which would have been right before Micah went missing.
It really was about, they not only knew each other, but their circle of friends were common.
Bailey Despot's then boyfriend, Matthew Queen, said he last saw her April 25th in a neighborhood near Palm Avenue and Renfro Road. But little other information has ever been released.
Supposedly that's where he last saw her. I don't think it is. I think the last place was at his house.
Bailey Despot was 21 at the time she disappeared. Her boyfriend was more than twice her age. We've gone to the house where they lived multiple times. Queen didn't want to talk to us, but he's made lengthy Facebook posts saying he believes Bailey Despot ran away and that her mother is set on making him look like the bad guy. He also confirms he too knew Holsenbeek.
It was just very obvious that this was not a coincidence. That and I'm not saying that the same person necessarily was involved with the three, all 3 of them, but the groups of people that were around each of them, they all know. I mean, they know. People out there know.
In the early months of our own investigation, we found police documents linking the key players and others, validating the mother's suspicions. A sheriff's office search warrant from June reveals detectives were investigating Queen, Despot, Holsenbeek, and 3 others for allegedly manufacturing and selling illegal guns.
The stuff, that they were involved in, these people know. They all know each other. It's a big circle of criminal activity over here in Rosedale.
The extent of their involvement isn't known, but after Despot and Holsenbeek disappeared, Queen was charged with 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a felon. The case is ongoing. As the months go on, the mothers have come together, working tirelessly to find answers on their own.
I've always called it the worst club you would ever want to be a part of.
Through their dedication and support, they're determined to know what happened.
It just makes me feel like I'm doing something to find her, and in the process, we're going to fix some things along the way that need fixed here in the community of Bakersfield and Kern County, so other people don't have to go through this horrible nightmare.
Kristen Price, 17 News.